So the film I decided to watch because I was really intrigued about it was the 1994 film Pulp Fiction. That is a bit of a thriller. I thought the film was really interesting. I wasn't sure what I was expecting when I was first watching it, because I was like doing homework at the same time, like an assignment while watching the movie, and I kind of noticed that there was a bit of a swap going back and forth, of the way story the s- the story's duration was being portrayed. There was a lot of going back and forth between moments, um, that was like out of order, and it just like stumped me a little bit. The reason why I chose this film was because I saw that Samuel J. Jackson, John Travolta, and Bruce Willis was all in the movie, and they play the three main protagonists. Bruce Willis being the Butch Coolidge, and John Vincent Vega being portrayed by John Travolta, and Jules Winfield being played by Samuel J. Jackson. Which I believe that the two hitmen, sorry, not believe, the two hitmen were the character that John Travolta and Samuel J. Jackson were playing. Um, and the what I really liked about the film actually was the dialogue. The dialogue was very natural. It was very like fluent in the sense that they would be talking about random like things away, like friends or people who know each other would. That including conversations about like interests, or things that are happening before them, like what's on TV, and food, and it was just everything just kind of flowed naturally. And when that's what I really love was that the script writers really portray these characters, in the sense that the dialogue never accidentally portrays any form of shadowing within the story. Which I do believe a lot of films nowadays kind of ruin that. You could like the dialogue kind of like mention something that has to do with the plot, and on forward, and forward, when we could be visually seeing that through the camera techniques and the story that they presented to us. Which I'm very happy Pulp Fiction really carried out the story from that. The the movie's kind of like about a hitman in a box in a small town, in Los Angeles, and it's just also a mixture between like having a form of morality and redemption, which is I kind of like movies like that. I just never seen it in the way it was like presented here in this film. Um, Another thing that I really wanted to touch back on, that I was writing some notes on this, was the way they like utilize the composition of stress, that kind of messes with like the menace displayment of like the visuals. They it kind of did it through like to really highlight the violence and the like throughout the thematic uh like push out. um and I just think that the way it made me feel when I was watching how like the shots brought in some depth, and the like the dynamics were being presented out, uh really got me on my toes, which was super cool. And you would see that in some of like the fighting scenes, and uh I don't know, it was just like, I I don't know what to say. Like, I had to go back and rewatch it on the parts that I felt like I missed when I was doing my assignment, um, which is really cool. But yeah, I think one of the best scenes, and I think I saw the people talking about this online, was the diner scene, which it was like just calm, and they're lying way before, out of nowhere, uh, like the tension and the violence like really escalated in there between the characters. But yeah, for those of you who watch it, I'd like to know what you guys think.